Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Carvajal is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It'll be a throw-in. Rodri. And it's Olmo. Cucurella. That's an imaginative pass. Cucurella gets into a good position. And that's definitely not his best. Laporte kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Great chance! They want to be quick to... And another try!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Olmo. Oh, good spread. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the shot! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So we're still where we started right now. Ronaldinho does really well to win the ball there. And this is Ronaldinho. Albert Ferrer. It's a goal kick. Laporte. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, nicely intercepted. Carvajal. Dembele. Xavi Alonso. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? He's cut it out. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Has to go back here. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's Dembele. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Well, they've got it again.
1 minute added time.
Pedri. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Played out towards the right wing. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Uruguay are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Spain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Yamal. And he's whipped it across. Brilliantly cut out. And he's gone looking for safety. He's shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Looking to play him in. Shot could be on. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Carvajal. Dani Olmo. Carvajal. Alvarez. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Dani Olmo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a really well-measured ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar. Pedri calmly anticipates. Dani Olmo. And it's Carvajal. Yamal has it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it in low. Good read, needed to be. They'll have to settle for that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Spain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get rid. And it's Cucurella. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's shifting through the gears here. Baina proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Torres! Goal! Spain! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Spain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Alvarez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That has ended up in no man's land. He has found the way through. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Yamal. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez going forward. He might be in here. Shot goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out. He's got a goal. Spain are all square. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's made its way to him. It's a goal kick. Yamal looking for the run, and he's intervened well there. And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be made aware that smoking
What
is
do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's a good run down the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Spain clearly have been told to play long diagonal balls, switching the play.
And what do you think, Jim? Is it working?
To some extent, Peter, but they could do with mixing it up a little as well. Try open up some space before going long again.
That's a throw. And it's Olmo. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to play him in. Torres providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot! Goal! Spain! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution for Spain, number 23, Alvarez. Number
So
19,
changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22,
Spain with the
Dani
lead.
Olmo.
Yeah, all their
Number
effort pays off in the
24,
end. It just took that
Neymar.
extra bit of dynamism
Number
to get them the goal they craved.
Pedri.
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that.
Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
This is it then, now or never.
There will be 3 minutes added
Can he
time.
get it through? Guardiola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There's a sharp little ball here. Goes looking wide. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous, it is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Goes for a shot! Goal! Belgium! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better...
He's having a shot! Well taken goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Zanetti. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now that's a lovely exchange. Bellingham purring through the gears. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Luca Bacchio. That is good strength. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Needs the return pass. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Haaland. Mateus. Now it's to Ketelara.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he plays one through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gerrard. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
There
And
will
it's
be
Guardiola.
1 minute added time.
And it's Gerrard. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break. All square. So, nothing in it, Jim? What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Belgium are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Lukebakio, tries to dink it through. Belgium claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Header! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Martinez. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Bellingham. Now Van Dijk. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. And he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Trossard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Gerrard. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Guardiola. Hops for safety. Some good work on the right flank here. Chiellini. Rafinha. Zanetti. Now it's to Ketelara. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Shot at goal! Goal! Belgium! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Belgium, number 17.
So we have movement on both
number
benches.
14,
Belgium
Lukebakio.
have their lead.
Number 22, Trossard. Number 20, Bellingham.
O'Reilly
Coming on the field, number
played
19.
cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball
Number
cross-field.
23,
Zanetti
Bale.
ventures forward.
Number 9, Doku.
And it's Hullet.
Number 21,
Now it's Bale.
Hullet. Substitutions taking place.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is through here. Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Nice control. And that is as far as it goes. Belgium can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
Please turn your
How would you
attention
sum up
to the
what we've
screen
witnessed,
for
Jim?
information
Well, the look
provided
on the
by
manager's
local
face
police.
says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, someone...
Haaland! But he's left disappointed.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Ødegaard. And here's Diaz. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mateus. Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Thuram. Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. McAllister. Looking for the... It's... Oh! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Norway are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Ødegaard. Great vision. Can he get onto this? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Half an hour played now. Diaz. It's a really well-measured ball. Maldini. Tries to play it through. Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Mateus.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Kimmich. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Can he get it through? Has a look up and delivers. And back out. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Ødegaard. He's had it taken off him.
There will be 1 minute
Solot.
added time.
That's a little off target. Spread neatly. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Hello everybody, and please
So between
join
them,
me in wishing
no
a
goals
happy
at all
wedding
so far.
anniversary for
After
one
all
of our
that
fan club
probing and
members.
testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
The second period is underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Ødegaard, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Bullish header! Haaland. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's going to go a long way. Raul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Diaz. And he's had it nicked away. Over to the right flank. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Raul. Raul! Against the crossbar. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Chouameni, and that was asking for too much.
Substitution for Norway. Number 20, Sørloth. Number 5, Ødegaard. Number 22, number
O'Reilly.
17, Matthew.
Norway really will have to throw everything at this now.
Number 23, Bale.
And it's Gerrard.
Number 10,
Threads
Messi.
one in.
Number 21, Neymar.
Los Angeles
Number
really can't be
19,
faulted for their
Kovacic.
attitude, and if they go on to
Substitutions
win
taking
this,
place.
it'll be fully deserved.
Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Plays a shot. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Raul.
Well, that might be that, Peter.
There
Maybe
will
both
be
sides
1
just going to
minute
have to
added
settle
time.
for the draw now.
Kimmich does well to get it back. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
Hello attendees, this
So what do you
is
take
a
away from it all, Jim?
children's
Listen, the more this
announcement.
game went on...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
England.
I'm Peter
against
Drury, and it's my
England.
chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board. Expectations
And decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Kane. Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. A probing pass. Very nicely done. O'Reilly. Now it's Rashford. Rashford with... Oh, good fly! Goal, England! The first significant strike. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
That could spell trouble. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Kane. Now it's Yamal. Otto. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Crossed into the box.
Well played and well cleared.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Madueke.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Schlotterbeck is a perfect combination of brain and brawn, and he's quick to return it. Yamal. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. O'Reilly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Kane.
England can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he's managed to get free. Schlotterbeck. Rice. O'Reilly. Anderson. It's gone out for a throw-in. Otto. And it's Cannavaro. Spread to the right. Nicely weighted ball.
There will be
and he's
1
picked it
minute
up out
added
wide.
time.
Otto puts the ball in. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick
England
reminder today
come
that
in
parking
leading
in
by
the area
just
around
the
the
odd
stadium
goal.
is strictly forbidden.
Yeah, on the
Please
face
use
of it,
parking provided
it
by
looks
the
a
club
fair
or any
reflection
other
of
paid
what we've
parking
all seen,
facilities
Peter.
in the area.
Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
England are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitutions taking place.
The second period is on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. It's Bellingham. And this is Kane. Dani Olmo. Space for him to turn and look. Now the delivery. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rice. That's going wide left. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bellingham. Being still separated by the game's only goal. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bellingham. White has it out wide and in space. Getting up there! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
O'Reilly. Now it's Kane. Now that looks a decent ball. Now well cut out, no margin for error there at all. England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Substitution for England. Number 14, Rashford. Number 15, White. Number
Terrific
17,
effort!
Madueke.
He will be
Playing on the
livid with
field,
himself.
Number 18, Gordon. Number 5, Eze. Number 21, Bale.
Played up towards the front line. England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Bale. Anderson. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Gordon. Lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. Guardiola deals with that comfortably.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Messi's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Played out towards the right wing. And here's Gordon. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. O'Reilly, he has found a way through. He's had it taken off him.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be
And
one
that
minute
interception
added time.
was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're done. England have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
For everybody to please kindly remove any
Well, after
cars
all of
parked
that, Jim,
on the road
what are you
outside the
thinking?
stadium.
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when the opponent struggled to get back into it. They could have shown greater potency.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he is dashing away. Haaland. Haaland! Haaland! That is brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colombia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough, and Messi! Cleared without hesitation. And it's Xavi. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham making good progress on the right-hand side. Colombia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Xavi. Messi. Tries to play it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Caicedo. Diaz. Diaz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nuno Mendes. Forlan. Iniesta. Cafu. And it's Xavi. It's a promising position. Getting up there! It's hit the upright. No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Hakimi picks it up out wide. And this is James Rodriguez. Iniesta. That's Forlan.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's Forlan.
There will
That
be
is
one
good
minute added
alertness.
time.
We are into overtime. Hakimi. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the
And we
first
come to
half?
you now
I
with
think
a
it's a
quick
case of
request for
so far,
support
so
for our
good.
charity fund,
The boss has
Champions
clearly done his
Football.
homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Colombia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Colombia can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Yamal. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away! Egypt are level! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lerma.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's James Rodriguez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Lerma. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Haaland. And it's James Rodriguez. Haaland, and the shot! Goal! Colombia! And they get themselves in front! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution for Colombia. Number 18, Luis Diaz.
So we have
Number
movement on
22,
both benches.
James Rodriguez.
So we have a breakthrough.
Number
Now how will
23,
things develop from here?
Erling Haaland.
Look, he's the one everyone
Number
expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Coming on the field.
Maradona.
Number 9.
Thinks
Neymar.
one through.
Number 7. Maradona.
But it is
Number
clear to see
20,
that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates
Number
are really
3,
annoyed with that, you know,
Casemiro.
and they have every right to be.
Substitution.
And Dijk gets across to intercept that.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Driven forward. Drogba might just make this. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross from Hakimi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Very much into the last knockings. Looking to play him in. He's found a way through. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's quick to snatch it back. Chouameni passes short and sharp. Nice control. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cafu. Neymar. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Wishing all the best for members of our
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. He'll try from distance! It's hit the upright. Well, there's the clearance. So much talk about full-backs these days, whether they're wingers and offensive, or that could spell trouble. Gerrard. That's Rijkaard. Zambrota. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Alvarez. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way through. He's free, he has got space. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Can he? Will he? Brilliant save from Buffon! They want to be quick to recover this. Fernandes powering forward here. Gerrard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Messi. Messi! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Bonucci gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct... He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Barcelona have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's shifting through the gears here. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is and Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Alvarez. Zambrotta.
There will be 3 minutes
That
at
is
a
a
time.
little undercooked. And it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's gone out for a throw-in. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Ball in towards the middle. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, we had quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
Security staff for each
So
block.
there was the
Please
first
report
half.
to the staff
Well,
room
I can tell you
immediately.
it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3,
Substitution in
just about
progress.
shading things at the break. So we're underway for the second half. And he's quick to return it. Mateus. Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Mateus! That's another chance! And no mistake. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one...
Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Oh, he's all alone! And that could well leave a mark. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Brilliant save from Buffon! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
This match was 96,628.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Sergi venturing down the left. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Alaba. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Messi. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Zambrota. Threads one in.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Filippo Inzaghi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Rivaldo!
Rivaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Can he get on the end of this? Played in. And it's slung out wide. Now it's Inzaghi, looking for a runner, and this is Royce. He is through here. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. With so little time left, grandstand finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And that will be it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Expecting traffic to be heavy after the final
What a
whistle
turnaround.
today.
Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
against
the
Palmeiras.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Pedri, Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away? He's going for goal! It is a very, very good save.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Maldini. And it's Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. And here's the pull. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, that was vital. Rice! Oh, it's a stunning goal! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rice, now it's Mohamed Salah. Half an hour played now. Pedri. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Neymar. Marmoush! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Egypt are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity. And
big chance! And it's in! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Palmeiras cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very...
Tries a shot! And that's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that is all they have time for.
Egypt are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Egypt claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
And here is the first touch of the second half. That's a cute ball. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
In with the challenge. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Messi. Mbappe goes for the shot! It's hit the upright. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Rice. Kimmich. It's a promising position. De Paul. Gerrard deals with that comfortably. To Michelis. And it's Dembele. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. To Gerrard. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Neymar venturing down the left. Oh, they could break here. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Salah. Mohamed Salah driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hakimi, played down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Hakimi. That's a nicely weighted pass. De Bruyne, looking to play him in. That's a throw. Maldini. Hakimi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Neymar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Aims beyond the defence. Hangs one in, and that's been well dealt with. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
To the screen right now.
Mamouche taking in the accolades. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening, the skies are clear, the noise is
against
fervent,
Manchester
the
United.
atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yamal. Kimmich wins the duel this time. That's an imaginative pass. Good ball. Rummenigge! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a promising position. Unahi. And it's Rice. Morocco
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Morocco have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. That is some save from Khan! And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Morocco with the corner, they're first. Oh, good climb! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Goulet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Irwin, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Rice. Yamal. That has not gone well. Hernandez. Kimmich. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk. Nicely spread. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Unahi. And he's had a shot! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Salah. And that has left him in a heap. Schlotterbeck defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well for his man.
Indicated.
Kimmich, and it's Hernandez. Oh, he's having a go! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Morocco were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Please report to the staff room
How's the first
immediately.
half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Morocco sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Arda Güler. Güler going face-to-face with his great rival, Rijkaard. And this is Hazard. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Odo. Schneider. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove
He
productive?
leaps for it! And he's straight offside.
Early stages of the second half, and still two between them.
And that's going right the way across. Mohamed Salah. He's found space here. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Salah. He's having a hit! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are disappearing out of sight. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Just eases him off the ball. Schneider going forward. Unahi opts for safety. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Irwin kept his eye on it, and he's there. Batistuta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. That is good progress on the left. Rummenigge. Distributed tidily. Morocco are closing in on a comfortable win. The ball is... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Hazard. Now it's Batistuta. Kimmich. Schneider. Yamal. Güler is wide and looking to get onto
There
this.
will be 1 minute at a
That
time.
is lovely. He's on the finish! And with that, the end. Morocco really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Rummenigge
Just a quick
claiming the man of the match
announcement.
award,
We'd like to inform you
and there
that
is
CCTV
very little room
is
for
now in
argument.
operation for your safety.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have... He's having a hit! Oh, it's come off the upright. Forlan. He's had a shot! Forlan! That is a beauty!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
After 7 minutes,
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's... Oh, Bamiyang! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
And that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
Shot a goal! It's a loose ball. And he was quick to react. Now it's Stoichkov. And it's Forlan. And here's Bellingham. And no, that was never going to make it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. De Paul. Taken back almost at once. 30 minutes gone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Aubameyang. And here's Messi. That's tidy.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he was alert to it. Fernandes. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Out towards the flank. Good claim, no margin for error there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Argentina will be pretty happy with the way they performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And that is not getting there. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, played right into his path. Not a hint of offside here, and he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. Fernandez. Neymar. Great vision. Messi. Howson simply refused to be outdone there. Bellingham. Shanghai Port do have a chance to counter here. McAllister for De Paul. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is
And Messi! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And he's got away from him. And this is Stoichkov, and we have our very first corner. Romero gets it away. It's a really well-measured ball. Alaba. And this is Totti. And a chance! Oh, good-looking ball. De Paul. And that's been intercepted. And here's Forlan. De Ligt. Some really good ball movement. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Forlan has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
It's their second corner of the game. Zanetti with the clearance. That's going to go a long way.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Forlan. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Thinks about the shot. Martinez. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Medina kept aware. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already.
And it's Messi. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he's in on goal! Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Neymar. Messi powering forward here. Argentina very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Fernandez, and he is deftly away. And the finish! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but...
And Morris! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gamba Osaka with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a good foray he's making. That's really well manoeuvred. Medina. That's very neat. De Paul. Gives it back. Distributed tidily. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's on it, can he get away? He's looking wide. Julie gets into a good position. Julie! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Zanetti.
And it's Neymar.
2 added minutes has
And it's
been
Messi.
indicated.
Now, the ball's gone astray. Now this could be a chance. Mahrez. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness.
And that signals the end of the first period. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Argentina sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Keane. That's going wide left. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Argentina
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Mahrez.
And here's Messi.
Aimed beyond the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Keane.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Wan-Bissaka.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Mahrez. And he cuts out the supply. Fernandes. McAllister. De Paul. Zanetti has the space to scheme.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 9.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
McAllister.
Yeah, they need to be bullish header!
Rodrigo de Paul.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Number 22, Lautaro Martinez. Number
Beckenbauer
3,
getting this one clear.
Kimmich.
This looks promising.
Number 15, Mateus. Number 23,
Gamba Osaka.
Caicedo.
He's going for
Number
goal!
14,
Oh, it's hit the post!
substitution.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Batistuta. He's found a way through. And it's a terrific effort. And yes, it's there! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. The movement so precise, The finish, sumptuous.
Gamba Osaka are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt, trying to...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so.
And the finish! Goal! Egypt! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni, and it's Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Thinks about the shot. Good claim, no margin for error there. DePaul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This is a promising build-up. Messi, looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cafu. Yamal. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
That is a brilliant interception. De Paul. Fernandez. And it's Aubameyang. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Xavi. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Half-time getting close now. And Iniesta. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And Messi! And we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Rafael Varane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Paul. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. And he's being shifted off it. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be
Argentina
made aware that
trailing
smoking
by
is
the
only
tightest of
permitted in
margins at
designated
half-time.
areas within these grounds.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back underway then.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Ball is over the line. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yamal running with the ball. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Messi conjures time and space where few can. Argentina still this single goal behind. And it's Messi.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
De Paul. Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much
Substitution
perfect.
for Argentina. Number 9, Aubameyang.
So
Number
changes
20,
afoot here, and from both
McAllister.
sides.
Number 16,
Argentina restore
Neymar.
parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome
Number 3,
should all come down to finishing.
Joshua Kimmich.
Goal! Egypt! Into the lead once more. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Egypt have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Martinez! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that. No getting.
And Martinez! Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's good running with the ball.
That's a smashing touch to get him away.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just...
Has a look and place it forward. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Martinez, hat-trick
Those of you
scorer,
making their way
massive
home on
game
public
from him today.
transportation Please watch the screen for
The
train
end of the
departure
game.
times from all local
Reflections?
major stations.
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, Jim, Marcus Rashford's best position has been something that's up for debate for quite a while. What do you think?
Well, I don't think he's a pure number 9. He doesn't have the physicality for that. He's not a target man either, Peter, so as the player himself has said, along with a few of his mentors, his best football comes from that left-hand side, whether it's isolating, fullbacks, or drifting in towards the middle.
So there we are, that settles the argument. Medina got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, super ball! Neymar! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Baresi threads one in. This looks promising. And it's Rashford. It's Rashford! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Oh, what has happened here? De Paul. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Donnarumma with the clearance. Out towards the flank. Aubameyang. Caught offside that time. That pass has been well intercepted. Fernandez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's McAllister. And this is Messi! Oh, crossbar! Shot could be on, and the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
So the shot at goal! And he couldn't finish.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Zanetti.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And he's intervened well there. Aubameyang. De Paul.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That'll be a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Aubameyang! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Aubameyang is...
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be
Argentina
reminded that drinking is
leading by
only
one
allowed in the
at the
areas
break.
shown on this map. Thank you very much
I
for
think
your
on the whole the
cooperation.
team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution in progress.
That gets us going once more.
Argentina can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Nice interception, well timed. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Havertz. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinez. Medina. Nicely aimed pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Baresi can clear it away. Dani Olmo. Argentina are still that goal to the good. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Baresi. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Paul. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only break. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Havertz.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Can he finish? And there's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 20, McAllister.
So we have movement on
Number
both
7,
benches.
Rodrigo de Paul.
Argentina are
Number
doing
9,
very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Number 3, Joshua
Time and again they are repelled.
Number 15, Mateo.
There's a beautiful simplicity
Number
about this
22,
contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Number 23, Caicedo.
He's
Number
found a way
15,
through.
Bale. Substitutions taking place.
Medina has it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. Rashford. Oh, good-looking ball. Romero calmly anticipates.
Added time.
And here's Messi. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
Just a quick
Messi claiming the Man of the Match
announcement.
award,
We would like to inform you
and
that
there is
CCTV
very
is
little
now
room
in
for
operation
argument.
for your safety.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity.
And Messi! And we have our very first corner. He's rising! That was superb goalkeeping!
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Corner number 2 then. It's a good look. Oh, good effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Aubameyang. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. He's having a hit! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now he's running away. Courtois gets it away. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Argentina currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Hazard. It's Bebeto. Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bullish header! Off the post! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished. Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost cause. He's going for goal! Kajolu. Edmilson. And this is Hazard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And there's green grass ahead of him, and he's managed to get free. Real chance, shot a goal! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter,
Please
with
keep your
control
eyes on your
already
children
established.
during the match at all times.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Argentina looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. And here's Haaland. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. And it's made its way to him. De Paul. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. And the shots! Yes! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least, because they've got to...
And Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that's a waste.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. Goes down, but nothing given. Edmilson. Kajolu. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Now it's Messi. Showing great feet there. Messi stood his ground strongly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Real chance! And it's in! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 9, Aubameyang.
So we have movement on
Number
both
24,
benches.
Fernandez.
Brazil may be down,
Number
but
20,
not out just yet.
McAllister. Number 16, Neymar.
And he could have done himself a
Coming on the
massive...
field.
And the keeper's given it all. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Been indicated.
Argentina visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Akanji, Edmilson. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do.